Hey everybody, it's me, Erin Elyse. Welcome to the next episode of Erin's Eats. I hope you've had a lovely week. Tonight we are making dairy-free cheeseburger macaroni. It's really good. You would never know that it's dairy-free, so I suggest trying it that way. It can definitely still be made with regular milk and cheese and whatnot, but oh, Remy's fussy. But if you do have an allergy, this is a great recipe to use. It's super tasty and it's way better for you than like the boxed Hamburger Helper concoction, because I mean there's all kinds of things in there that I don't know what it is, but apparently it's bad for you. I definitely grew up on Hamburger Helper. We definitely ate it pretty frequently growing up, and it is really, really good. So I remember when I wanted to make this, I was like, well, most Hamburger Helpers require that you use milk to make it like creamy, like the Cheeseburger Mac, for example. So I tried to figure out a way to do it so that Adam could still enjoy it and I could be a little nostalgic and eat some Hamburger Helper. So this is the recipe that we have. It's really easy. It's all in one pot / skillet, whatever, so you don't dirty up a lot of dishes. The first thing you need to do is brown some meat. I typically use ground turkey for our cheeseburger mac. Like, I've tried it both ways versus like ground turkey and ground beef, and I think that ground turkey tastes better for some reason, but you could definitely do either one. Brown your meat of choice, drain the fat off, and then you're gonna start adding in just a few seasonings, not a ton. What you add first, where's my doohickey? 2 teaspoons of paprika. Oh, that's full. 2 teaspoons paprika. 1, 2, and then a teaspoon of onion powder. Teaspoon of garlic powder. Some salt and pepper, just however much you like. Pepper. I like a lot of pepper. And then just a sprinkling of some dried parsley. You don't need a lot of this. Like I said, just do a slight little sprinkling. Just a little pinch. That's, I don't even know if it's 1/8 of a teaspoon, but just a pinch. And the parsley is optional. You don't have to add it if you're not a parsley fan. The last dry thing you're gonna add is cornstarch or flour. This is what's going to thicken it up and make it kind of creamy. For the cornstarch, you just need a tablespoon. You could also use flour. I'm not really gonna measure it. Oh, I just made a mess. Just kind of sprinkle. Once you've added all these dry thingamajiggies to your meat, give it a good stir, because we're gonna add the wet liquids next, because liquids are wet. Alright, now that you have mixed it, you're gonna add in either a cup of water or broth if you have any. I actually have broth tonight, so I'm gonna use broth. Beef broth. You could use chicken, whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same as the meat you used for the recipe. And then 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk. Just plain unsweetened almond milk. If you're not going dairy-free, just do 2 cups of milk. So, yeah. First, I'm gonna add in the cup of broth. I'm gonna turn my heat up like medium-low at this point. Stir it. That just kind of helps dissolve like the spices and all that we just added. Now we add our 2 cups of plain unsweetened almond milk. always bring this up to like a low boil so that we can add in our macaroni pasta because it is cheeseburger mac. And once that comes a bit to a boil, I will add in our pasta. Once it comes to a boil, dump in 1.5 cups of macaroni pasta. If you do not have macaroni, you can use whatever shape you do have on hand. It doesn't really matter. Just put in about 1.5 cups of dried pasta. Once you have stirred in your pasta, reduce the heat to low and let it simmer until the pasta is done. At that point, we will check back in and add the final ingredient. Okie dokie. Our pasta has finished cooking, which means we're gonna add in our final ingredient, which is cheese. Again, if you are not aiming to be dairy-free, just use regular cheese. We really like this cheese blend from Trader Joe's. It's a soy cheese blend. We use this in a lot of recipes. We use it to make homemade pizzas and this. To your meat and your pasta, you're gonna add in a cup of shredded cheese. I would also like to add that while your pasta and your meat are cooking, make sure you stir everything every so often so that the pasta doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. At this point, you can turn off the heat of the burner. Carefully fold in the cheese. This soy cheese does take a little longer to melt versus like regular cheese, so put a lid on it and let it all kind of melt. Give it another good stir, and then it's ready to eat. So once ours has finished melting, we'll take a little serving out and we'll do our taste test. So we'll check back in just a second. Our cheese is melted, which means our cheeseburger mac is ready to eat, which is great because I'm really hungry and it's past my supper time. So let's bring in the taste tester. Taste tester Junior.
There it is.
Cheeseburger mac night.
Who's that Remy boy? Who's that?
So let's just dish some of this up. How much do you love this, Adam? It's one of your favorites, right?
Like a lot. A lot. A lot.
This is another recipe that I make frequently because it is really tasty and it's really affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just have a look-see. Look at that. Look at that. Adam pointed out that I like to watch things drop. Which I guess is true.
Plop. You like to watch things
plop.
plop.
Plop. Adam eats this as is. I love to put hot sauce on it, like Tabasco sauce. Anybody else hot sauce fans? I also put it on pizza. Put that in the comments below. Are you a hot sauce fanatic? I bet you are. Taste of it. Is this a good batch?
It's never not a good batch. Give me another bite.
Another bite? Yummy? Let me taste. Could use a little salt.
You think everything needs a little salt?
Because I'm Southern and we salt everything. We salt our salt. That's what my granddaddy used to say.
Well, I'm gonna walk away.
Okay.
Have this. Thanks, Joga.
Of course. Ashley, please.
Come on, Remy, let's eat this.
So that's it. That's a super simple recipe. Great for a weeknight, busy night, whatever. So that's it for this episode of Erin's Eats. If you want to see more videos like this, give me a big thumbs up. And also, if you have any suggestions for future Erin's Eats, leave that in the comments below. I'd love to see what you're interested in. Again, if you're not following me on Instagram already, feel free to do that because I do post our weekly meal plan there, and if anything I've already planned looks good, you can let me know that as well. So, yay, yummy food all around. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Erin's Eats. Bye.